Hello, welcome back, legends. Righto, so Yvette's on her way out here now. She's going to come out and do the quote for all the upholstery, so I'm just going to rip the boat cover off now. I just went to Bunnings, grabbed some core flute, just because I think it's going to be heaps easier. This is just 5mm like core flute material. It's about 14 bucks a sheet. It's going to be heaps easier to just etch this out little bit by little bit, because nothing in there is going to be straight, and using the old stuff for templates just isn't going to work. It'll be a nightmare. So I've just cut just a few bits of old pine up. I'm just going to lay everything down on that as I cut it, and that way the epoxy, once that's done, it's got something that it can lay down on and dry as well, or cure I should say. So, and then I'll just cut some more up for the other pieces as well, but I just think that core flute's going to make things a lot easier. I'll just texture it out and just cut it with the box cutter bit by bit, so that we get a nice snug fit, and then go from there. But first things first, get this off, expose everything so that Yvette can have a good look and do an accurate quote. For that, just ordered some sheets of foam for under the floors as well, so getting all new maritime foam. And that's it for now. So most of today is just going to be messing around with the core flute, getting everything to fit nice and snug. I'll get as many bits of timber cut as I can. Hopefully I can get at least one layer of the glass epoxy on before the weekend. Me and the young fella got a fishing comp in Garoo, so we'll be heading up that way. We're going away for the weekend, and then I'll hook back in again next week. But hopefully I can get at least one coat of the epoxy on before the weekend. That's the goal. Whether that happens or not is another story. But yeah, I definitely underestimated just the amount of running around, bits and pieces I need to do, and ordering bits and pieces through all the different companies, and I underestimated that. But it's no big deal. Like I said, sort of 2 weeks before Pete can come in and do the wiring, and I'm imagining it'll be somewhere similar, if not longer, for Yvette if we decide to go through her for the upholstery. Big fella also gave us the go ahead for sea deck too, so all the sea deck's going to be getting professionally cut. So when Luke from Rising Sun gives us a call back regarding the foam that I've ordered, I'll get him to tee that up as well. So although hands-on progress hasn't been hectic over the last 24 hours, ordering everything and getting the ball rolling and everything has been pretty good. So we'll take that as a win, and hopefully today I can get a fair bit done inside the boat, and there'll be another box ticked. But without further ado, I better start getting cracking. Oh yeah, so plan with this core flute is I'll just literally etch out little bit by little bit until I get a nice snug fit. I'll just tape the two pieces together to run it up that way. Yeah, I think it's going to be better that way than doing it long ways. Alternatively, I'll just turn it sideways and just leave the little gap on this end. It's going to be much of a muchness because I'm still not running the whole way up. These are the size of the sheets that they had, so I'll probably just go the other way and tape the two together, and then at least I get a nice snug fit along that edge, and then it'll be the same along that lip there. And then probably I think it'll be enough access just to cut a hole just through here and just put like an access port, rather than grinding this off and making that one big opening. I think that might be excessive. I don't think you need that much just to get to the bilge. I think if you just have a screw cap here, that'll be plenty, and it'll look neater too. So I'll just go with that. Rightio, start cutting.
Okay.
Yeah, so cushions, the 2 chairs, and then just the clears and the bimini. So the bimini also, it's one of the travels, so button the whole way around, and then they usually remove the bait board and it actually ties down or clips in at the back of the bait board down near the OBM. And he said he wanted to keep it that way.
It's a stern cover enclosure, isn't it?
Correct, yeah. So it runs the whole way along. And I'm imagining some of these will probably need to be replaced too. I'm not sure what.
Yeah, we'll just probably start again with that. So he's keeping the rod holders as is, yeah?
Yeah, so I've got Lecky coming out in the next couple of weeks. I had a quote with him yesterday. And he's going to remove, I think there'll only be 2 spotties up there.
Yep.
So we're going to get rid of some of that lighting. There'll only be the 2 spotlights, but yeah, they're keeping the rod holders, keeping the...
Yeah, that's cool. It doesn't look like it's really in the way for us anyway. Oh, well, yeah, it's like on the outside, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. And so your boards as well, are they all like rotted? You want to replace your flooring?
So yeah, I'm replacing the flooring now. So I've just got some... I'm just cutting out now, so all of these, that's all going. Yeah. And I'm just going to lay sea deck, so we don't need to worry about marine carpet or doing anything with that.
Yeah. You've got this one.
Yeah, so there's all the cab cushions. I think there's 4, 5 of those. And the 2 seats is as far as the...
So do you want to do just like original as...
I think we're going to go... I was talking to Mick yesterday. I think he wants to go with the grey black.
Yep.
Opposed to the white grey on the helm chair. So I think he wants to, and it'll probably suit the boat too, like it's got that grey. Yeah,
keep it in that. So you want to redo? So yeah, we can just like this foam feels pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, so we can just do a new skin for it.
Yep.
And yeah, if you wanted to do like I don't know, a lot of like particular brands, they have like their branding. I don't know where were these the original seats?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. All right. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So anything he wants to do, he can do like as in like your embroidery of the seascape. They have a logo usually.
Right.
But that's cool. That's just an extra.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. No worries. Okay. I'll get off and do some measurements.
Yeah, awesome.
So you're going to do marine ply again?
Yeah, so do marine ply, but he wants sea deck rather than the carpet again. Yeah. So I've spoken to, I'm good mates with Luke at Rising Sun. So I spoke to him yesterday when I went in there, and he said he's happy to organise that through somebody that he knows. So once I've got the flooring down, it's all epoxied, ready to go, then I'll get hold of the mob that he uses and they'll come out and measure it all up properly.
It might even be my colleague.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chris,
sweet. Okay.
Chris, he's like the sea deck.
Do that this way?
Yeah, he's got the scanner. So
that's what, yeah.
So,
the little thing that they stick out and hit all the corners and all that.
So you'll be able to sort that out. Cool.
Awesome.
Okay, no worries at all. Now I'm just going to measure everything up.
Yep.
And that way we can get your quote.
Awesome.
So this sort of whiteboards that okay. That would...
Oh, look. Probably if we're doing the rest, this is probably the best out of a lot of them.
Yeah.
So this is just the bench seat for the back.
Yeah.
But like, if you have a look at that, like that's probably.
Yeah.
That's got the least sun damage out of everything out. But even that, like that's still.
Yeah.
And that's cracked through there. Like if we're gonna do the whole lot, we may as well.
Yeah. Okay.
It'd be pretty silly to leave one, I suppose. Oh, the other thing I wanted to ask you. So there's this they've got these. My boat's got the same thing. These surrounds at the back. So see that little bit of cushion just watch your feet when you come up.
Oh, yeah.
So these, just around the edge here, around the gunnel, are we able to run one of those?
Yeah. Combing.
So go all the way up to probably that nook there,
Yep.
and then do another one along here?
Yeah. Yeah, so usually these are done like on a flexible board.
Right.
So have you got the other?
No. So if this would be an addition. So that was the only one that was on there.
Yeah.
And if it's going to be too much hassle, we'll just leave it. But
no, that's fine.
I just thought it'd be a nice addition. It's pretty handy, like, because I know what it's like when you're leaning against, like, especially if you've got a big fish on and you're leaning against that for like 10, 15 minutes. Like,
yes. Yeah, no, they're fine. They're combing pads, no worries. It's more about how they're staying on.
right.
So usually, sometimes we use Christmas tree plugs and they just come up. They're probably just behind the gunnel here. So yeah, if we can, our fitters would probably come out and...
Makes it a pain in the arse and no form, sorry.
Yeah, no, they're just screwed in. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no worries. Yes, we can do that.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
So around to here.
Yeah, I reckon if we take them both just to those nooks there, because then the seats come out to there anyway.
So you want to extend this one?
Yeah, I reckon that one goes the whole way around, and then just put another one from that back opening there through here. Mm-hmm. That way, like, regardless of where you're on the boat, you're going to have something to lean against.
Yeah, that's good. Yes.
Like, all this is coming off. That's all going to go under gunnel. So the Sparky is going to tear all that out and put like a real nice one the whole way around up through the cabin. Wow,
it was really left to be run down, right?
Yeah, but so it was purchased like this.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so he purchased it in bad neck, but got a really good deal.
Yeah.
So he's like,
jump on.
It's 100%. It's worthwhile.
Yeah.
Fixing up. So.
Oh, it's crazy how people let their boats go. I know.
Yeah, like even. Yeah, it's pretty gnarly.
And didn't sink. It was just like this?
No, they've used it. Like, it's, like, structurally, the hull's great. I mean, I'm gonna get some alley bright and, like, acid all that out and gurney it all out and just make sure there's no pitting or anything in the hull, which it doesn't look like at a glance, but once I plug all that out, I'll have a better idea.
Find out when you're out there.
We'll find out. Yeah, that's what I don't want to do. No finding out while they're out there.
Oh, cool. All right, cool. So you got the V-berth and is there like another plate that goes over that? So it's like
there is. It's just marine ply. Yeah. So that is, I think that's sitting in there with the cushions. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And he's going to stick with the black, the canopy.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I mean, what would you recommend? Would you go a lighter colour for some? Or what?
No, they don't really make much difference.
Yeah.
Like the black's just like it's the acrylic canvas that gives you the cooling.
Sweet.
Yeah. So
that makes
I mean, you can use PVC as well, but I would just go with
how
this is original. Yeah. Just keep things original.
Yeah. Cool.
So this is the stern cover.
Yep.
And then is that another cover or that's just your cover? Yeah.
That's just the boat cover. Yeah.
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 All right, sweet.
Unreal.
I'll measure everything up.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay. Okay.
So I thought I'd just go into a little bit more detail and explain what I'm doing. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that have either done this before and know exactly what I'm doing, but I just thought, just in case. So all I'm doing really, just so that when we start cutting the marine ply, there's no mistakes, is I literally just pencil any areas that are tight against the hull. Because you can see there's still a gap over there in the corner. I want it in as tight as possible. So I'm literally just penciling the areas that are tight along the edges. And I'll just cut those out with the Stanley knife until we get a nice snug fit the whole way around, because nothing's perfectly square, like nothing's ever perfectly square. So yeah, that's the easiest way to do it, is just keep shaving this away until it gets nice and snug, and then that's your template. That way when you cut your marine ply, you know, if you bugger up with the poly core, you're buggering up 14 bucks. If you bugger up with your marine ply, you're buggering up 140 bucks. So I would rather make mistakes with the poly than make mistakes with the marine ply. So I just keep chipping away at it until it gets nice and snug, and we'll put the other one in. Once I get this other aft sheet in, that's going to be it for cutting and templating today. And then I'm just going to focus the last couple of hours on the hull. I just went and bought some what did I get? Some orange citrus degreaser and some alley bright. So I'm just going to, yeah, I'm just going to clean the entire hull, and hopefully we see no signs of corrosion, pitting, etc. So it does. Keep going. Oh brother, well, I finally got the template done up after about 1,000,000 cuts. So nothing is straight, so it's just like shaving little tiny bits and pieces. Lengths weren't quite long enough, so I just taped that bit, but it fits in there nice and snug. But you can see, like, it's not straight, it's literally just like shaving bits and pieces off so that it fits nice and neat. So just going to clamp this down now, get the first bit of timber cut, get it in there and make sure that it fits nice and snug. And then I've removed the centerpiece in the boat, so I'm just going to butt the pieces of timber up next to each other nice and snug, rather than have that bit of steel coping in the middle with that lip on it. Yeah, we'll go from there. But I'll get this bit of timber cut, and hopefully when you see me next, there'll be smiles on my face and it'll be nice and snug in the boat. Well, a lot more time consuming than I expected, getting in and out of the boat. But I'm so glad I got that core flute, this stuff, because I'm pretty happy with that. That's not too shabby. now I've marked centre there where that lip was, so I'll just straight edge that. Just here where that screw hole is centre. So I'll just straight edge from there to the mark on the back of the boat. And then just cut that, and then be cooking with gas. And then start core fluting the other side, templating the other side, and then the stern of the boat, as far as the timber goes, will be cut. And I think that will be all the cutting that I do for today, and then I'm going to focus on getting some alley wash and spraying all this. I'll stir all this up. It doesn't look like, it's hard to say. I can't say that there's no pitting or that there's no corrosion or anything, because it's so dirty. So once I get the alley wash on it, give it a good gurney. I'll vac it out first, then give it a good gurney, and then I'll have a better idea of the state of the bottom of the hull. Hopefully it's just wash her out and then continue on with the floor. Everything went really good with Yvette this morning. She's gone away to talk to her Fabby. They're going to come up with a quote, and they're talking about, I won't say anything because we'll just see if it pans out, but they're talking about some cool stuff to do with a bimini extension. Don't know if it's going to work out. We'll just have to wait and see what their workaround is. Got a couple of little sticking points, so hopefully they can come up with a good solution. But for now, I'll just I'll straight edge that, cut it, and then I'll crack on with the other side. Hopefully we can get the rear of the boat done today at least. And if I can get to the shops in time to get some alley wash, I'll do that. Otherwise it's just going to be a vac and a gurney, and then I'll alley wash it next week when I can get back out here. Sweet as, I'll crack on. Rightio, So that's in snug. That's not too bad either. So now just do this little bit here to join with that, and then I can cut this last bit of timber and start cleaning the hull out. But I kicked this stringer here and dropped some dust, and unfortunately got some corrosion and pitting in around here. So when I hit it with the degreaser and scrape it back with the wire brush and just see how bad it is. That's just on one stringer. I can't, like, there's a little bit of corroding there, but that's the only bad part I can see for now. I just have to have a proper look once I get this second bit of timber in and it's nice and snug. Then I'll pull both pieces out, store them away, and then clean this hull out, and I can have a good look. Unfortunately I can't use the Albright because the hull's painted. I wanted to get some Albright, Alley Bright in there and give it a good clean out, but I'm just going to have to use the degreaser and give it a good scrub and gurney, because you obviously can't use Alley Bright with painted holes because it's a sulfuric acid base. Yeah, anyway, crack on, see where we get to today, and then I'm going fishing for the weekend. Yo! Brother, I'm burning. Template done. Just gotta cut this bit of timber and then clean the hull out. Getting there. Slowly but surely. Change of plans. We are a fraction too short with that piece. The template just overhangs, so I'm gonna have to get another piece of marine ply, which I was getting anyway. I just didn't get a chance to grab it today. So I'm just gonna have to grab that next week. First cut will be that large stern piece. I'll get that done, and then the offcuts will all just be used for the other remaining squares. I'll have plenty there to put a backing plate behind the steering wheel, so that when Pete comes and does all the wiring, he's got something to screw into, so we're not punching screws through the dash. So no big deal. Just didn't get a chance to get out and get it. I should have grabbed one when I was out getting the degreaser and stuff. But I just wanted to get back here and crack on. I'm just glad I got that template done, because that's where most of the cutting is. Once you got that template, you're pretty well squared. So I'll just start ripping into the cleaning. Righto, pretty well packed up. I'm just going to get in here and vac all this out, hit it with the degreaser, and give it a good gurney. I have to take that last little bit of foam out of the back there. Hit it with the gurney, and then that'll be it for the weekend. Me and the young fella getting out for a fish tomorrow, so and then I'll touch base with a couple of buddies about getting some welding done, because that's going to need to be fixed up. Hopefully there's nothing down in here, and that there's just a couple little bits like that on the stringers will be alright, as long as there's nothing in the hull and there's nothing serious, we'll be right. Alright, let's get this vacuuming and cleaning done. Righto, she's all vacked out. Let all the water out, any debris. So now I'm just going to smash it with degreaser. Get the rest of the vac out of the way. That needs a hose out now, so yeah, I'll just smash the whole bottom with degreaser, wash it out, see how it comes up, and then home time. I'll clean up this rubbish before I go. I've got to get a wriggle on. Not enough hours in the day. See how she comes up. Righto team, the young fella wants to say g'day.
Hello.
That's Noah. Noah's going to help me pick up all that foam and chuck it in the trailer, aren't you, mate? Just stabbed him right there. Alright, so now, oh, bit of Orange Agent, wire brush. Let's get after it. You want to get in and help me?
Yeah.
Righto, let's begin. Holy, I'm cooked. But thoroughly degreased, scraped out. That one hole I showed you is still the only one that I've seen. Fingers crossed, that would be excellent. We shall see though. I'm going to get the gurney in there now, blast away, and try and tilt the trailer up a little bit more, and then that'll be another day done. Productive day, getting upholstery sorted, getting foam sorted. Already had the electrical work teed up yesterday. I still need to talk to the guys at Rising Sun or Yvette. They may even be the same dude, but they both know one of the fellas from C-Deck, so I need to get him to come out and measure up. Pretty excited for the crew that they're going with the C-Deck. It'll look, you know, picture that, C-Deck down and remove all this, C-Deck all the way down both gunnels, and then all the way around the front on the bow as well. It's going to look mint. And hopefully this plan with the bimini that Yvette's organising comes together. She's got to talk to the Fabby, which I think I've already mentioned. Hopefully they can work that out. I reckon that'd look sick. So we shall see anyway. I'll gurney this out and then I'm out of here. Okay, well, she's all cleaned out. I will get somebody to come in just to have a quick look, not necessarily a surveyor, but just somebody that knows a bit more about boats than what I do. It looks like there's a little bit of pitting in the hull. It's an older boat, so I suppose that's to be expected, but just there's a couple of areas. You know, it's got little scratches and spots throughout it, but there's like that there. There's a couple of areas where there's definitely pitting that we'll just need to get checked out. Safety is obviously always a priority, so we just want to make sure that, you know, A, we're not wasting our time doing all the work on the boat when the hull's not structurally sound, and B, you know, if it does need a little bit of work to bring it back up to speed, then, you know, we get the right person in so that nothing's missed and get it done properly from the get-go. So on that note, I'm going to tilt this trailer up a bit further, drain the rest of the water out. Still got some water in there, just not quite tilted back enough to get it out. So tilt that up, drain her out. I won't put the cover straight on. I'll give it a bit of fresh air, and then be back into it next week. Make sure you jump in the comments. Let us know if there's anything you'd do differently, and don't just say everything, because I don't know anything. Like constructive criticism would be great. But yeah, just jump in, let us know what you reckon. If you've done something like this before, let us know how you did it. And if there's something that's going to help us out, you know, because at the end of the day, I'm doing this for the family. And these guys, you know, I don't want them spending a fortune or wasting their money. So I want to help them out. I want to get them back on the water. So yeah, if there's anything you guys think that I can do better, that'll help us make things a little bit easier, let us know. And I appreciate you following along, and yeah, hope you're enjoying the process. If there's nothing major wrong with the hull and it is just a little bit of pitting, we can clean it up. We'll crack on next week and you know, it's probably only realistically, it's not, you know, it's not a full boat rebuild. It's probably only realistically a month away, to be honest. Electronics, 2 weeks, upholstery, unsure at this stage, foam and sea deck, a couple of weeks. So, you know, with everything going well, within the month. But, righto, until this trailer I can get out of here. Thanks for watching. See you next week.